Hello, my name is Icy and I'm leader of the Ice Cubes in Greenland. We formed a community in Greenland where anyone can come except for humans. Our community is called Lincolnshire. Information about solids. Solids have molecules that are tightly packed, which means that the intermolecular distance, the distance between the molecules, is very less. The molecules vibrate in their own space. To be an ice cube, your temperature has to be 0 degrees Celsius or less, since that is a freezing point. Solids have a definite shape and volume. As you can see, this solid has molecules that are tightly packed, which means they do not move around that much. As I was walking back to my igloo, I saw an avalanche coming at my community. I quickly knocked the door beside me, but it never opened. I was really frightened because the avalanche started to push me away from my community. I reached a high mountain, and the force of the wind pushed me down the mountain into a river. When I dropped into the river, I thought that I was going to turn into a liquid, and I did, because the sun rays added energy to me by heating the surface of me, and I started a melting point. I felt so scared when I was falling down. My melting point had started. As I melted, I saw that I was reaching a shore, and the waves pushed me there. As I looked at the pine trees and sand, I wondered where I was going. I saw a huge sign that said Hawaiian Shore. OMG, the waves pushed me all the way to Hawaii. I can't believe it. And now I was a liquid. Information about liquids. Liquids have a definite shape, but not a definite liquids have a definite volume, but not a definite shape. The intermolecular distance is very large, which means that the molecules don't stay at a fixed shape, and the molecules move around. My temperature is 5 degrees Celsius, and to be a liquid, your temperature has to be above 0 degrees, which is the freezing point. I was a liquid now, so I looked around for a bit, and I found out that I was living in a typical suburban neighborhood with rail fences that looked like Nancy Kerrigan's teeth. I was lying on the ramp, relaxing, but I was still getting pushed by the wind. I reached the bottom of the stairs, and I felt bored. But as I was looking around, I saw a guy going down the stairs, texting on his phone, but then he fell on me. That was so funny. It was 12 p.m., the hottest part of the day. I felt a bit weird, so I gazed on the top and I saw gas. I wondered what was happening, and after a couple of minutes I realized that I was evaporating into the air because, again, the sun added energy to me, which made me evaporate. I am going to the clouds. I was aghast now. I could see the whole world from the top. It looked a bit scary, but I saw a lot of evaporating happening and more clouds were forming. It made my way less formal. Gases don't have a definite shape or volume, and the molecules inside them move freely, which means that the intermolecular distance is very large. To become gas, your temperature has to be 100 degrees Celsius or above, since that's the boiling point. I don't like being gas, but the good thing is that the clouds help me condense because the cool air cools the humidity and the water vapor becomes to condense on some dust particles that are in the atmosphere. Then I precipitate by raining, and I felt so scared because I was falling from the sky without a parachute. I was a liquid now, and luckily I landed in Greenland again. The clouds took energy away from me, and I felt happy. I saw my community and I felt relieved. I hope you liked this video. Goodbye.